I have some audience questions, people who are not feeling normal.
Yay!
And I'm going to roll them all into one. They're all panicky. This is group therapy stuff, okay.
This is a big group for group therapy.
Yeah. Harriet asks, if Trump wins, should we leave the US? Mimi asks, if Trump wins, how are you and your MSNBC colleagues protecting yourselves? And Bob asks, how do you keep sane?
All versions of the same question, I suppose. First of all, if you're feeling worry about what's going to happen in the country, it's not an irrational thing. And don't spin yourself into a worse place by feeling bad about the fact that you're feeling worried. It's okay to feel worried. That said, don't feel worried alone. If you didn't come here with somebody tonight, maybe one of the people who you said hi to who's sitting near you is somebody you might introduce yourself to and talk to more. I think especially, I've done lots of book tour events and speaking engagements. I've tried to go to as many red states as I could. I think people living in states that have Republican-dominated legislatures, as the Republican Party is getting really Trump-dominated. In particular, I am hearing from people a lot of despair, but I am also hearing that people's civic lives are waking up. This is not a time to live inside your phone. This is not a time to, It's not a time to just watch MSNBC, although please watch MSNBC. This is a time to make sure you know your neighbors and get in touch with family members who you're out of touch with. And if you don't have a book club, it's a good time to have a book club. And if there is a candidate who you support or an issue that you support that is going to be on the ballot, it is time. Don't think about doing it for the fall, you have to do it now. And you will, and I say that not only because of any likely electoral effect that will have. I don't know who your chosen candidates are. I say that because participating in a shoe leather activity, or at least an activity where you are calling people on the phone who you don't already know. I know sometimes people phone bank that way. Anything where you are actively trying to have an impact on what is going to happen in your country is going to be both good for your country and good for you. The cure to despondency is action. And so I would encourage you to find something to do. And the more worried you are, the more urgency I would put into trying to join something, to meet people, to make sure that you're connecting. And if you're not a joiner, and if you're shy, and if you're introverted, try to connect just to the people who are already in your own life, who maybe you're only seeing through texts. Maybe try calls. If you're only connecting with people through calls, maybe try meeting up. It's a good time to make personal connections. So I would say that for one. In terms of leaving the country, you do you. Nobody, I think, in good faith is going to tell anybody not to do something that they feel like they need to do to protect themselves and their family. But if it was up to me to give advice in such a moment, and clearly it's not, I would say your country needs you right now.